So, the way I see it, to design an effective exit strategy for uni, you need to A, first decide what you think you might want to do with your life, for a while anyway, and B, work out the steps you should take now to best set yourself up for that. Well, you might have noticed I think about this all a bit too much, because it's easy to assume you should just chase a successful career in your field of study. But based on a gut certainty that I just don't want that yet, I've read a lot trying to pin down why I feel like this, what I'd rather do, and to understand the value of creative practice beyond getting recognition or income. Here are some books that have recently informed my answers to these pesky questions. To me, the primary value of creativity lies in its role as a gift. Like fertile land, it was given to us, and if we give it time, care, and effort, it has the capacity to grow things which nourish ourselves and others. But if you farm it intensively to maximise profits, it loses its nutrients and can no longer nourish the crops or the farmer. I feel that, like soil, creativity requires variety and time to replenish in order to flourish. I want to take the pressure off for a bit, give myself a chance to remember the joy of making out of urge rather than obligation. But I still want to keep working and learning, so I'm going for crop rotation. That is, I'm going to do some other jobs I love for a bit. As I'll be saving hard for something, I've chosen jobs that offer accommodation, all meals, and long hours, meaning I won't need to pay rent anywhere and won't have much time or need to spend the money I'm earning. Officially, I'll be a tribe leader, a field cook, a festival caterer, and a dream weaver. But there are also jobs that involve things I really enjoy doing, like being active outdoors and working around kids or awesome, energetic people. And from experience, sometimes they don't even feel like work, which is amazing, because I'll be doing them a lot. So what I've decided to save up for is a narrowboat project. This comes from a long-held passion for tiny living spaces, self-sufficiency and DIY, independence, challenges, learning new things and bringing something broken back to life. These are two girls my age who are doing one up at the moment, and when I heard I arranged to go meet them and give them a hand, I asked lots of questions and learnt heaps. I also offered to design and paint their boat's name. I've been researching the traditional techniques and equipment for this, as well as following a hand lettering course on lynda.com. The girls offered to advertise my services if it goes well, with a card in their boat window. In the canal community, it seems this is as effective a method as any to advertise. I guess you could also call it a networking opportunity, as much in a community sense as an employment sense. I think trading in favours or skills rather than money is often preferable, and when it comes to doing the project, my hope is that my making skills will be a useful currency to exchange with people who can't paint or sew maybe, but may be able to help me fix a problem with my engine, for example. In the meantime, I've been using Airtable, an online tool, to start some predicted earnings and expenditures spreadsheets, with a view to setting optimistic but realistic saving goals. At the same time, I've been getting my teeth into the nitty-gritty of licensing and copyright stuff, just in case. And in the time I have off, I'm focused on continuing to develop skills in three main areas. Firstly, practical skills transferable to narrowboat work, for example, learning mechanics at the Bristol Bike Project, and hope to improve my woodwork by helping my dad build our kitchen cabinets this summer. Secondly, in visual communication, building a backbone of skills for effective self-expression, for example through observational drawing and from continuing to master the Adobe suite, which has the added advantage of improving employability later on. Thirdly, building a practical knowledge of sustainability, for example of renewables and permaculture, to integrate into the most kick-ass self-sufficient boat plan I can work out. Which brings me to all the research I've been doing on the circular economy. I'm sure an up-to-date knowledge of sustainability will be an advantage in all fields from now on. This, coupled with a strong personal interest, means I've been working systematically through the learning resource map offered by the Macarthur Foundation for the acceleration of our shift to a circular economy. Which brings me to the striking power of animation and illustration in communicating sustainability messages. I feel it's a way in which I could be of true practical use as a visual communicator. This has driven continuing efforts to get to grips with After Effects. My main final project will be a series of short call to action animations for a campaign called Refill Bristol, the first of which you can see here. For this, I've been reading about cell animation from the 40s. And so to October, what happens when summer's over and the tents are packed down? Assuming I'll be raring to go creatively by then, I could approach a course such as Refill with the prospect of the UE 10-week internship programme, which should be available again in autumn. And the other creative prospect I'm seriously thinking about is Scriberia. Working as a scribe would suit my penchant for analytical, metaphorical, and logical thinking, my love of interpreting, organising, and communicating new information, and it ties in with exposing myself to thoughts and debates on the forefront of current issues. I have a blog and social media presence, and as a website, I'm working on a spider diagram style portfolio using Kumu, an exciting tool developed to organise and gain insights into complex data. In down to earth terms, it means if someone wants to see what work I've done with, say, flowers in 2D, they choose those tags and be presented with a visual map of my 2D flowery creations. For now, as I'm not specialising in any one visual area yet, I've developed this as a unifying and identifying mark for myself as a creative practitioner. It symbolises something I can always come back to if I'm feeling I'm losing the path, the core value of working hard, like a bee does, for sustainability and a